Hello and welcome back for another Keyword Evolution video lesson. In this video, what we're going to go into is the first field that you see here, which is traffic. So there's two things that we look for in every keyword in determining is this going to be worth our time or not. The first one is traffic. We want to make sure that there are plenty of potential buyers searching for that. Now, a lot of people make the mistake of just optimizing their website or creating videos, articles, content based around what they think people are searching for instead of what people are actually searching for. So what we want to do is see what people are actually searching for. And what we do in order to check that, in order to find out are people actually searching for each one of these terms, is we're going to click on this traffic link. And what this is going to do is going to take us to the Google keyword tool. And we're going to go ahead and put in each keyword. So I'm going to copy this out. Let's start with the first one, home business ideas. So I'm going to copy home business ideas. I'm going to paste it in here. And you've got to enter the CAPTCHA. And I always seem to get these wrong for some reason, so let's keep our fingers crossed. Oh, there's one. And I'm going to click search. Now the very, very important thing that we want to do on the left-hand side here is we want to check the box that says exact. So uncheck broad and check the box that says exact. And what that's going to do for us is that's going to give us the most accurate measure of how many people are searching for this exact phrase. If we were to leave it on broad, then people can be searching all kinds of different things. All of these different searches down here would be examples of things that people could be searching for, and that's basically lumped together into one piece of data or one figure as far as the global monthly searches if we leave it on broad. Let me give you a further example. If I have it on broad search and I have the term home business ideas, that means that these three words can be in any order and they can be with any other words combined. So for example, somebody could be searching something as out there as ideas for building a home. Let's see, an ant farm business from home, right? Ideas for building an ant farm business from home. I know that's just completely random, but this is an example of what is being included in the broad match, because you can see here we have the word home, we have the word business, and we have the word ideas. When we check that box and we look at how many people are searching for this exact phrase, it's just as it sounds. It's how many people are searching for this exact phrase. I'm sorry, yeah, these exact three words. There is one other variation which is kind of the middle road or the middle ground here, which is phrase match, but it's not quite as specific as exact match. What phrase match says is how many people are searching for these three words in this order, but it could have anything before or after it. So home business ideas for women would be included for phrase match. Home business ideas 2011 would be included in phrase match. So anything that you put before or after this phrase would be included in the search or the global monthly search volume when you use phrase match. So the point is that we want to use exact match because it's the most accurate measure of how many people are searching for this and how many potential buyers we'll be able to position ourselves in front of when we optimize our site, our articles, our videos, all of the content that we create for this specific keyword. So with that being said, I've got the exact match box checked, and that's going to give us the most accurate measure of how many people, or in other words, potential buyers, are actually typing this phrase in on a monthly basis. And if we go over to the right where it says global monthly searches, which is the number that we want to look at, you'll see that for home business ideas, there are 14,800 global monthly searches, which would indicate that a lot of people are searching for this on a monthly basis. The number that we're looking for is anything greater than 100. 100 would be on the low end, that would be the absolute minimum that we want to target. Anything beyond that is going to be, a plus. So the higher the better, as long as it's not too competitive. But the more searches, the more people are looking for this keyword, and that means more potential buyers that we can position our products and services in front of if we're able to get a top ranking or achieve a top ranking for this particular keyword. So what we want to do is go ahead and copy this out. So I'm going to copy this 14,800 and I'm going to come back over to the Keyword Evolution search tool. And actually I've already got it in there, but let me delete it out. So what I want to do is now paste that into the traffic box. And you've actually got to get rid of the comma, so I'm going to delete the comma here. And what you're going to see is when I click out of that box after I've entered the number, that immediately the light on the right hand side changed from red to yellow. So what we're going for is green, which is the sweet spot, which is favorable traffic and not too much competition, or a lot of traffic, not too much competition. So far what the tool is telling me is that the traffic looks good, but it's not sure about the competition. And so a red light means that 0 out of the 2 measures are lining up or are favorable. A yellow light will tell you that 1 out of 2 looks good, and a green light will tell you that, hey, you may have found the sweet spot. There's a lot of traffic for this keyword and not too much competition. So let's go ahead and go down a few more times before we get into the competition, which we'll create in another video. Let's just go through the process a couple more times so you're familiar with how to get the traffic measure. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this, the next keyword. I'm going to click on traffic once again. That's going to bring me to the keyword tool. I'm going to paste that in, and I'm going to click search. Now remember, if I opened up a new window, I'm going to have to uncheck broad and recheck exact match, because that's going to give me the most accurate measure of how many people are looking for this specific keyword and how many people are typing it in on a monthly basis. So in this case, you can see not nearly as many people, and that's because we got more specific, right? Home Business Ideas 2011 is a lot more specific than just Home Business Ideas, but it's also going to be a lot less competitive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy over 170, and I'm going to go ahead and paste that into the traffic box for the keyword Home Business Ideas 2011. What you're going to see as soon as I click out, that the traffic light, or the profit light, once again lights up yellow. So anything over 100 for traffic is going to make the profit light go yellow. Let's look at a couple more, see if maybe there are some here that won't be as favorable for traffic and would be essentially a waste of our time if we spent time creating articles, videos, blog posts, and any sort of content around these keywords. And I bet this is going to be one of those because it's just getting a little bit too specific. So Home Business Ideas for Men. I'm going to go ahead and search this. And I was totally wrong. So make sure once again you got exact match checked. But you can see 210 global monthly searches. So I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to paste that in. And I'm going to keep going down the list. So let's go ahead and pause the video, and I'm going to come back when I've completed these top 10. Okay, so welcome back. I went ahead and completed the top 10 results here. And what you're going to see is quite interesting. You're going to notice that the first keyword, Home Business Ideas, of course has the most, because all of these keywords, this entire list, was generated from the root keyword or the short tail keyword Home Business Ideas. everything else is a long tail variation or a more specific variation of home business ideas. So it makes sense that this would have the most traffic. Now as we go down the list here, some of these would be worth my time and some of them wouldn't. Now if you remember, we said that 100 global monthly searches is the cutoff point. So anything less than 100, we definitely don't want to waste our time with. So you can see home business ideas for teachers, not so great. Home business ideas for women is definitely a keyword that we could target. Home business ideas for moms, that will work. And if you go down the list, you're going to see that the ones in red are ones that we want to skip or we don't want to really spend any time on. And the ones in yellow, so far they look good from a traffic standpoint, but we just have to evaluate them from a competition standpoint next to see if it makes sense and see if they're really in the sweet spot or worth our time. Because it's one thing to have traffic, it's another to find a keyword that's in the sweet spot where it's got a lot of traffic but not too much competition. So let's go ahead and look at how we evaluate competition in the next video. Thank you for watching.